Run DMC, Raising Hell. Never heard it. I don't really have a good reason for this one. I have the original pressing of their debut self-titled album at my parents' house right now. It does feel like I have heard this album before because we got Peter Piper, It's Tricky, My Adidas, Walk This Way. That's just the first 4 songs. So it feels like I've heard this whole album before, but when I actually looked at it, I realized that I hadn't. So I'm about to do it now. This album comes blazing out the gate with Peter Piper, the B-side to My Adidas. This song is lyrically unbelievable. It's the song that started hip-hop's love affair with Bob James. It's basically a My DJ is the best song set to nursery rhymes. And it's kind of weird how often they talk about JMJ, but he didn't appear on their album covers until their 4th album. Next is It's Tricky, which is the 4th single off the album. It's a song about how hard it is to be famous, but they don't seem too bothered by it. Actually, being famous seems pretty cool. And this song samples My Sharona, which has always seemed pretty weird to me. Next we have My Adidas and I Dare You to Name a Better Song About Shoes. The back and forth on this one is second to none. After that, we have Walk This Way, which is a song I haven't sincerely listened to in years. Sometimes a song gets so big that it's kind of hard to listen to it outside of that context. And in listening back to it, it's amazing to me how natural it sounds. I feel like it sounds natural for a few reasons. One, they're singing the original lyrics. When I originally heard the song, I didn't realize that it was a cover song. I thought they were just rapping their own lyrics to it. It wasn't until about 10 years later that I realized that there was a real song called Walk This Way by Aerosmith. Another reason why I feel like this song sounds really natural is because it's 2 disparate types of music that were rooted in the same thing. We got rock and roll, we got hip hop, and they're coming back together to form something that sounds new and old at the same time. And I think that's why it struck a chord with a lot of people. But there is something in the old version that I think they could have used in the new version, and that's cowbell. Next we have Is It Live, which is the first true album cut. It has a little go-go flavor to it. DMC on the song says Peasy's hair, but I still get paid, which is a reference to Rockbox where he says Peasy hair still get paid. I'm not sure why he's so proud of that. And also, I don't know if it's a New York thing, but I've never heard the phrase Peasy used before by anyone other than Run DMC. The song also takes a very weird turn at the end where Run says, if a girl tries to diss this, I won't allow her. Cool chief rapper, I see a girl, I tap her. Then I take her to the floor, she don't dance, I slap her. The girl starts to cry and the crowd asks me why. If Run says dance, you do or die. The song started out as a song about rocking the mic. How did we get here? Next we have Perfection, which is a song where they're just freestyling over a drum beat. The weird thing about this song is that I know the lyrics to this song because my brothers used to sing it all the time, which means that they had the album, they just didn't let me listen to it. Next we have Hit and Run, which is where the I'm the King sample comes from Down with the King that Pete Rock later produced. This is a DMC solo song. It features Run beatboxing. It sounds pretty good, but he's no Buffy. And I'd like to say right now that DMC was always my favorite MC out of Run DMC. I didn't learn until later that Run was considered the more lyrical one, but I always liked DMC because he just seemed so much more normal. I mean, he rhymed about his glasses and going to college. He just seemed like way more normal. This is one of my favorite lyrics on the entire album. I'm the best, or at least I'm the one you like. I'm the best, or at least I'm the one you like. Who says that? Next we have the title track Raising Hell, which is one of the songs I've never heard before, but I wish I had. It is way harder than anything that I've ever heard from Run DMC lyric wise. Even the production, it's way more heavy metal than a lot of other rock songs that they did. It's top notch and I wish I'd heard it sooner. Next we have You Be Illin', which is the exact opposite of Raising Hell. It is the 4th single off the album, which makes it the single right after Walk This Way, which seems like a very odd choice. It is a song about a very, very stupid person, like so stupid they don't know what dog food is. Speaking of dumb, the next song is Dumb Girl, which is a song about a girl who is dumb. She's supposedly dumb because she likes guys with money and she's also a sex fiend. I think the lyrics say she had sex with 4 guys at her last baby shower, which if that is true, she might want to seek help. Next we have Son of Byford, which is a rehashing of Hit It Run, where DMC goes down his family tree with Run beatboxing. And the album finishes out with Proud to Be Black. It is a song that's not particularly nuanced or layered, but it's something. I don't think there were a lot of conscious hip hop songs back in 1986, so at least they tried. But this honestly sounds like something high schoolers would do for the Black History Month. It's not the strongest way to end the album. I absolutely understand why this is a classic album. Walk This Way, just that song alone makes this classic, but there's so much other stuff here. Run DMC had definitely gotten better since their debut. One of the things that they did have that other MCs at this time didn't have was money, so they could go into a recording studio and actually record on good equipment, which means that it doesn't sound as dated as other albums that came out around about this time. Even though this album does have high quality production, it still sounds like it's made in 1986, so it's not something that I would just throw on at any time. If I wanted to hear something that reminded me of my childhood, I would probably listen to this, but other than that, I probably wouldn't throw it on. So have you heard Raising Hell? Do you still bump it to this day? I'm going to be doing reviews twice a week until I run out of albums. I hope this was informative. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.